I've noticed recently how much a lack of confidence really impacts leaders. And so I want to talk today about how to build confidence, both in yourself and in your team. Let's start with the first one, which is the most important, and how to build confidence in yourself. This is really hard to do sometimes because we have so many negative voices in our head. There are so many things that go through our minds, things we heard as a kid, things that we hear out in the world, media images, whatever, that undermine us. And I think women are a little more susceptible to this just because we're raised to please people more, but I think everybody has it. So the first thing you have to do to build confidence in yourself is get rid of those messages. And you do that by focusing on the things you do well. So don't pay attention and don't dwell on the things that you've done that may not be so great. Let go of your mistakes. Learn from them. Absolutely learn from them. But don't dwell on them. And then keep front and center in your mind the things that you do well. The other thing you do to build confidence in yourself is you keep your promises to yourself. That means that if you say you're going to get up and work out, then get up and work out. And if you don't think it's realistic that you're going to get up and work out, then give yourself a break and don't even put it on your calendar. Schedule it for a different day. But every time you break a promise to yourself, you undermine your own confidence in your ability to get things done. So make sure that you keep a promise to yourself. Look realistically at what you think you're going to do. And that'll help you build your confidence because you'll say, well, I said I was going to do it and I did. And then you need to build confidence in your team. And you really do it kind of the same way, only on a macro scale. So if on the micro scale, what you want to do is focus on the things you do well and keep those front and center and keep promises to yourself. The same goes for your team. Focus on what your team does well. Focus on the successes that you've had. Focus on the ways that everybody has pulled together or the accomplishments that you've had as a team or the projects that you've completed. Focus on those success stories and keep them front and center. Talk about them in meetings. Make sure you remind people of them. Always focus on that. Don't dwell on the problems. The problems will always be there. I like to say, talk about the successes in public and talk about the failures in private. So if somebody has a challenge that needs to be worked on, talk about that in private, but talk about the group successes together. And then the other thing is, make sure you keep your word to your team and you hold everyone accountable for keeping their commitments to the team. Nothing will hurt confidence among a team more than having one weak link that nobody holds accountable. Is there that one person on your team that never shows up, never gets their job done, but everybody else is still carrying them? If that's the case, why are they still there? So start by building confidence in yourself. Focus on your successes and keep your word to yourself, and then spread that out to the macro to your team. It'll make a huge difference. This is one of the things I specialize in when I help people. When I do my leadership coaching, I help leaders focus on their successes and figure out ways they can keep promises to themselves. And I coach them through doing it with their team. If you are struggling with confidence and feel like you just don't have enough confidence to tackle the big goal or go for the thing you want or lead your team through the next big transition, reach out to me. DM me or email me or find me on social media. I would love to help. I have a lot of ways that I can coach you through it, and confidence is really the cornerstone to any success you're looking for.